Hello, my name is Dustin Froyum, and I am the CFO and one of the co-founders of VirtualZ Computing. And today I would just like to take a couple minutes to talk a little bit about how you can save money by implementing our innovative solution, Lozen, as well as about our pricing model. So first, Lozen is the real-time read-write access to your mainframe data on the left-hand side by the cloud and distributed applications on the right-hand side. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail here about Lozen, but there's some really great resources out on virtualzcomputing.com or our YouTube channel. You can go in depth on any topic around Lozen: security, latency, performance. It's all out there, and we're glad to have a conversation. If there's other questions that come up as well, just reach out to us. So a little bit more about the savings opportunities. First, Lozen is a zip-enabled workload, and we move about 90 to 98% of the data access workload from your general processors into that zip engine, which, as most of you know, is a very cost-effective component to your mainframe environment. On average, customers are spending about $640,000 per year for this type of data access back to their mainframes, and in some cases are really eating up their savings that they're achieving by other modernizations, tuning, moving applications from the left-hand side to the right-hand side. And so we can really help eliminate some of those, or a lot of those costs, through that zip enablement. The other thing that we do is that we provide discrete data access through the real-time read-write capabilities of Lozen. And so this really eliminates the need to move terabytes of data across your network, and obviously then reduces the load on your compute and network, and really creates a much more efficient operating environment. And the fact that you're not moving all of that data around, your performance goes way up. And again, I'd encourage you to go look at some of our performance data around Lozen, and it's pretty impressive compared to native mainframe. Also, because we're a low-code, no-code solution, really eliminate the need to do any of that custom coding, custom APIs for the data access. And then certainly if you have to have a change data capture routine to maintain the currency of that data back to your mainframe, those get extremely costly and complex. And so we can really eliminate all of the need to do that. And really, we think we have the best model for accessing that data and saving you money and compute resources in your mainframe environment. Also, if you're just doing a kind of a traditional ETL solution, we can supplement that, and we're performing about 10%, and sometimes a little bit more in CPU consumption and elapsed time than just standard SFTP. So I'm going to talk a little bit about some other aspects of our low-code, no-code implementation with some of the integrations that we provide. So out of the box, it's native NFS, and that comes with our base license. And then we also have been innovated with some other connectors, Microfocus connector, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. Proprietary Lozen API, Mule ESB connector if you're a Mule user, and then also an open API as well. So we really can enable a very broad spectrum of data access. Again, completely no code on your part, and you can see from, if you're a Mule user, right, it's really drag and drop, a very visual approach to accessing that data. Yeah, I just want to talk briefly about Microfocus implementation. They've been a great development partner to us. And one of the integrations that we did as part of that is created the Lozen connector for the Microfocus enterprise server. So what we do is we plug right into their callable file handler. So what that means is you can take a COBOL application in your mainframe, recompile it using the Microfocus COBOL compiler, run it right back into the enterprise server environment, plug into Lozen, and you don't have any changes to your data access semantics. No code changes anything. It just goes right back to the mainframe data. But now you have your COBOL code executing in a distributed cloud environment. That's a really powerful opportunity for rapid success, de-risking having to touch that data, especially if that's shared data with some other mainframe applications that don't migrate, but you do want to modernize some of that or move that to a different platform. All right, now a little bit about our Lozen pricing. So we have about 150 years of experience in our leadership team at VirtualZ Computing. And one of the frustrations that we all shared was being able to find list pricing, let alone a street price for enterprise software in our experience. And so we wanted to be extremely transparent about what our pricing is and publish that and really have no questions about that. Now, Lozen is priced by the amount of data that goes through Lozen, and that's monitorable by you, the customer. We have SMF recording and reporting that you can do to see exactly where you're at. We use the eval process to make sure we have the right volume of data sized for your implementation. And again, we work with you as well if for some reason there was something wrong with the sizing or it was a little off. And that's, you can read our blog around how we handle those situations. And again, we wanted to be very customer friendly in that regard. And because of the discrete data access approach, we're not moving as much data as you may kind of traditionally think about in a ETL or through an SFTP scenario. So we're pricing by terabyte. The first terabyte is $150,000 per year and as a term license. And then the additional terabytes are $100,000 per terabyte per year. And that includes the base NFS capabilities of Lozen, which is agentless, or there's no software install on the cloud or distributed side. That is just using the NFS protocol in the OS. However, if you do want one of those integrations that we discussed earlier, those are just a flat fee per integration. So we're not measuring any additional volume of data through those. Those are just $50,000 per year per integration. And that's just to make sure that we support you properly. And so we wanted to make that extremely transparent and affordable as well. So thank you for taking a couple minutes to listen to me. And again, we have a lot of great resources and blogs out there regarding VirtualZ Computing, Lozen, as well as the announcement about our new product, ZAC. And so we look forward to talking to you more about that in the future as well. And please reach out to us if there's any questions at hello@virtualzcomputing.com. Thank you.